want to talk about representation, but then we let that be what represents us. But I don't know because y'all told me that's our culture. And I struggle with that. I struggle with that deeply and sincerely because there's no way you're telling me that's our culture. There's no way you're telling me drill music is our culture. And then you know what they'll say? But this is really happening. This really happening in the hood. Duh, dummy. Like, yes, it's really happening. But really get to the root of why it is happening. It's happening because this whole thing is not by coincidence. It's not by coincidence that young Black boys need their father in the home. But if all fathers are out of the home, running from being a part of the home, running from being a part of the home life because of all of the different factors that we see online, in our media, of course, our outcome is not going to be the best. Of course, it's not. But then again, that's our culture, I guess. So, in totality, right, the whole thing is fucked up. And a lot of people say, well, it's not that serious. It's just fun. Megan Thee Stallion was just performing for Kamala. It was just a performance. It gets the people going. Is that all it takes? It's concerning if that's all it takes. If all it takes is us belittling each other, treating each other in really terrible, nasty ways, allowing each other to call each other derogatory terms. If that's all it takes to get y'all going and to call that culture, well, then again, like I said, we are in a fucked up place because for some reason that just don't do it for me. And I, like I said, refuse to call that my culture. But then again, I could just be off in that. I accept if I am off in that. But one thing's for sure. One thing's for sure. No one has yet to make an argument that I agree with and why that's our culture. Because every single time you give me a reason, I'm going to ask you, but why? When did that start? Well, okay, when that started, why did that start? Okay, when that started, why did that start? A lot of people are afraid, again, to think for themselves, dig a little deeper, and really get to the facts. The facts is they tore us apart piece by piece by piece by piece and then put us back together how they wanted us to be. So now we can be trapped in this little bitty box of bullshit. And every so often they feed us scraps of the bullshit and we just eat it up. Eat it the fuck up. Look at that. Our rap superstar Megan Thee Stallion is performing for Kamala Harris while she's talking about what she gonna do on the dick and how she gonna spend his money, and we eat it up because, right, exactly, that's our culture. See, and I keep taking pauses because I want y'all to think for yourselves. Just think. That's it. Just take a second. You don't have to be a sheep. You don't have to follow what the masses is doing. Just think. That's it. But a lot of people are, again, afraid to think.